now all the local Park River American Legion posts represented. Park River, Pisac, Lincoln, all represented. And of course, this year marks the centennial of Legion baseball. 100 years of Legion baseball, I guess, started in 1925. And now we are ready, John Maxwell, to play our national anthem. As always, another stellar performance by John, and we are ready for parade step-off at about 11:09 on a beautiful Independence Day in Park River. The clouds are starting to gather now, coming in mainly from the north. And our parade is underway, led out by the Walsh County Sheriff's Department. Busy day today here in Park River. Ye Olde Medicine Center, sponsor of today's parade, your professional prescription service in Park River and Drayton. If you have pictures to share from your Independence Day gathering, see Ye Olde Medicine Center about making some extra prints. And the American Legion Post color guards about ready to step off. And we are underway, and thankfully everybody remembered to step off on their left foot. American Legion Commander Mike Wayrock in a black Chevy Camaro convertible. And the American Legion Auxiliary following him. And now the serious vehicles coming out, the ones throwing candy to everybody. The American Legion Auxiliary Past Department President Diane Kramer, American Legion Deputy Vice President Shelley Schuster, all tossing candy out the window. The American Legion District 2 Commander, that's Brian Olhauser. And you've got the American Legion Post 147 pickup truck towing the American Legion, the Pisac American Legion Post 208 float going by now. And I can hear the Aggie Band coming down the road. American Legion Post 156 out of Edinburgh represented. And an old-style World War II Jeep following right in behind him. Somebody's actually tossing out freeze pops. You better eat those quick. They're not going to last long out here today. Now the American Legion Auxiliary, Post 201 out of Minto, represented. And something you rarely see at parades anymore, but you still see them here in Park River, and that is high school marching bands. And the Park River Aggies marching band from Park River High School, marching past in their white tops and tan shorts. It's always good to see the kids out here at the parade. It's something you don't see very often, as I mentioned before. And now we have Needham Painting out of Edinburgh coming by, veteran-owned company, in their Dodge Ram and trailer. Magville Motors. Magville Motor out of Michigan, North Dakota, making the trip to be a part of this parade. They do come from far and wide to be a part of this spectacle. Simplot Grower Solutions represented. And among our Independence Day Parade sponsors, Citizen State Bank of Lincoln. Getting to the bank is easy with their free mobile banking app and online banking. For details, stop by one of their locations in Lincoln, Edinburgh, Edmore, and Park River. They have a member of FDIC. The Yale Medicine Center pickup rolling by. A lovely GMC Sierra. I'm rather partial to Sierras. And now an old-style Chevy pickup. A 1971 model out of Minto. Nice-looking truck. It's a Chevy Cheyenne. Now Leon's Building Center driving by, and they are one of our sponsors for the parade today. See Leon's about siding for your home. They have a variety of brands and styles to choose from. Leon's Building Center in Park River and Devil's Lake. Now the Good Samaritan Society represented. It's going to be a busy next couple of weeks here in Park River as far as events go for the summer. The First Care Health Center Golf Tournament is next week at Hillscrest, exactly 1 week from today on July 11th. While Bill and I will be there for that, looking forward to it as we do every year. And now the Park River Fire Department making their way up the parade route. Park River Fire and Rescue showering the youngsters with candy as they pull on by. And there goes, you can hear the horns and the candy flying through, and you got the hose truck coming by first, and Fire and Rescue pickup swinging by, the tanker truck in behind that, and we've got a lot of fire vehicles coming up the road. And of course, they can't come by without the sirens going off. That's a requirement. I think it's in a rule book somewhere. I'll have to look that up. The Park River tanker truck rolling by. And again, showering the youngsters with candy. We've got a lot of youngsters along the parade route here, just around our area. Quite a few groups. actually am standing right in front of the front door of City Hall. I pulled back from the sidewalk to get into some shade, and a lot of folks availed themselves of that opportunity to put their chairs right up on the curb here, and they're getting a good view of this. Another Park River tanker truck coming by, another hose truck behind them. I see another tanker truck and a big ladder truck coming by as well. The City of Park River welcomes you to town for the Independence Day celebration. They invite you to stick around after the parade and enjoy all the festivities. Have a safe Independence Day holiday from everyone representing the City of Park River. Okay, a young man wearing a New York Yankees hat, I'll let that pass. And a handful of Tootsie Rolls for a group of kids there. Legion baseball from Langdon on Monday. The Grafton supporters go up to American Legion Field to play the Langdon Red Sox, and that is a 5 o'clock start. We'll have it here on Expo Radio and Expo FM on Monday. Now the big Park River ladder truck. Floating by. Pretty wise to have the fire department really first in line in the parade, because you never know what could happen during the course of the day, especially with thunderstorms in the forecast. So the sooner the fire department can get back to the barn, the better. But they brought everybody. The fire and rescue pickup is coming by. They even got the rural hose, well, if you call it a four-wheeler, it's more like a four-tread vehicle coming by. And then you've got one of the old Park River ladder trucks coming by. This one goes back a ways. It's an old Dodge. Looks like it's still in pretty good shape. So the parade is fully underway here in Park River, and I'm Sean Ford. Glad you came along once again. The Independence Day celebration here in Park River, brought to you by Polar Communications. Looking for a better connection at home? With Polar Wi-Fi, you'll get fast, reliable coverage in every room. When you sign up, get 3 months free. Polar, a better experience starts here. Park River Fire and Rescue pickup towing a trailer full of four-wheelers. And again, those are for rural use. Actually, that's for the raffle fundraiser. Some of those are being raffled off. And finally, the Fordville Fire Department represented with their Humvee, with the Star-Spangled Banner flying in the back, and more candy flying out the windows. It's kind of fun to see all the youngsters diving after these wads of candy being thrown out of the vehicles here. Now the farm equipment coming out. Starting with what looks like an old lime green and yellow John Deere. I'm going to wait for them to get a little closer so that I can see the sign. We are starting to get some high clouds rolling in, but that's only going to serve to make things more comfortable for people baking in the sun today. We we often get very hot sunny days on Independence Day, and a little cloud coverage would not bother anyone, I'm sure. The 50th annual Threshing Show coming to Park River Sunday, August 24th. That's a little ways away, but in case you wanted to know, that will be right here in Park River. Got a Red International Harvester. What's on this? This one goes back a few years. It's a Farmall. Nice looking bright red tractor. Oh wow, and now another old timer coming by, but this one is pretty large. Looks like a pretty large combine coming by, but this one's going back a few years. First time I've ever seen this machine at the parade. And as you know, I've been here for a couple of years now. This is one of those machines you hope the engine stays running for the whole parade. A sign on it reading the 1913 Minneapolis 30. And it takes 2 men to operate this thing. It is big. It almost looks like a train steam engine. Got an orange Al Chalmers coming by. Yeah, Al Chalmers. I like that guy. A tangerine Al Chalmers going by, reminding you of the Threshing Show here in Park River on the 24th of August. A 1946 Ford gray and red tractor towing an International High Wheeler. It's this one that was actually a replica. Now the vehicle's kind of become a little bit more modern. Driving by now, the mayor of Park River, Kyle Halverson. There he goes with a big wave and a dog in the middle there. There you go. Kyle having a good time. Don't see any candy going out the windows, though. What's going on? And a jet black pickup going by with a trailer behind, reminding everyone of the North Dakota State Tractor and Pickup Pro, which will be Sunday, August 3rd in Mountain. It's going to be that's during the Deuce of August celebration, no doubt. So again, the North Dakota State Tractor and Pickup Pole in Mountain on Sunday, August 3rd. Road Crop 88 driving by, and another couple of more John Deeres, 3 of them in fact. John Deere 730, a 4020, and a 4028 it looks like coming by. Our coverage of the Independence Day Parade in Park River brought to you by First United Bank and Insurance. Farmers, for financial or insurance assistance, talk with your local representative from First United Bank and Insurance. They've been serving the region since 1885, and they invite you to have a very safe and happy Independence Day weekend. It's getting happier by the minute as these clouds roll in and blot out the sun. It's getting a lot more comfortable now. We're getting a little shade. And another International Harvester, bright red, in behind the John Deere flotilla. And now we have the Park River Ambulance Service. So if anybody has trouble with the heat, they will get instant help. We got a waste gunner on this ambulance here firing candy out the side. That's kind of cool. Of course, he's only good for one side, though. It doesn't open on both sides. The Walsh County Paramedic Unit coming up as well. Incidentally, I mentioned the Legion game in Langdon on Monday. Next week will be a week of Legion baseball, Monday through Thursday. So stay tuned to Expo Radio and Expo FM for the schedule. Minto will be in Park River. Midway Minto will be in Park River on Tuesday and in Grafton on Wednesday. Both those games will be at 6. We also have a Thursday game, which I believe is going to be Grafton and Park River, but I'm not sure. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I believe it is something like that. That Thursday game will be a 5:30 start. And then golf day on Friday the 11th at Hillcrest, which will be fun. As the Jim Super Value GMC comes rolling by, adorned in red, white, and blue, we'll remind you that Jim Super Value is a sponsor of our Independence Day Parade coverage today. Stop in for all your picnic supplies. In Randy's Smokehouse, you'll find just what you need for the perfect barbecue. Jim's will be open right after the parade until 4 o'clock this afternoon, or until they can get the vehicle parked and get things opened up. Bags of cookies and chips being tossed out by the Jim Super Value vehicle. First Care Health Center here in Park River, of course, they are hosting the golf tournament next Friday at Hillcrest. Bill and I always look forward to that tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun, it usually is. It's a long day, but a fun day out at Hillcrest. And that again will be a week from today. Our parade coverage sponsored by Yale Medicine Center, your professional prescription service in Park River and Drayton. If you have pictures to share from your Independence Day gatherings, see Yale Medicine Center about making some extra prints. And now the four-wheeler from Lynn's Tex-Mex Cuisine. Beautiful old Chevy coming by, gray and actually silver. I say gray, it's silver and white. A beautiful vehicle, it's a Bel Air. The Employee of the Month runner-up since 2005 is Bruce Hagen. So he's been the runner-up for Employee of the Month for the last 20 years. And Park River Implement coming up in a couple of their four-wheelers. And followed by some of the implements, rather large ones. Holland Treader coming by, big royal blue. Now the sun's popped out again. Yeah, the vehicles have to be a little careful. Sometimes the youngsters get a little bit too far out onto the parade route chasing candy. Red and yellow Versatile 580 rolling by. And I see coming up now what a lot of people come to the parade for. Besides the marching band, they also come for the horses. And those horses are rolling up right behind the farm implements right now. Leon's Building Center sponsors our Independence Day coverage today. See Leon's about siding for your home. They have a variety of brands and styles to choose from. Leon's Building Center in Park River and Devil's Lake. Now, I'm not sure whether we will have the bagpipe troupe this year. They were here for the Canada Day celebration on Tuesday. But whether they are going to be here for this parade today, I do not know. And again, another New Holland tractor rolling by. A couple of them, in fact. One is a front loader coming up. And we have a class reunion rolling by. Class of 1960. My goodness. And they're even tossing candy out to the youngsters. And now the horses roll by. Trot by. No, not even trot. More like a gait. Just walking. I am always amazed at how the riders of these beautiful animals keep them under control under these conditions with all this noise and truckers honking their horns, and these horses stay settled right down, and they're beautiful animals. Independence Day coverage sponsored by Citizens State Bank of Lincoln. Getting to the bank is easy with their free mobile banking app and online banking. For details, stop by one of their locations in Lincoln, Edinburgh, Edmore, and Park River. Member FDIC. I got distracted by that honking horn. Somebody in the 18-wheeler coming up likes to lean on that horn. Naturally, we got to have somebody revving their motor. Yeah. And they always used to do that right in front of me, you know. This truck here has had no signage on it or anything, just the Star-Spangled Banner on the back. For all I know, he kind of snuck into the parade route when they started. 18-wheeler from Consolidated Waste. And more candy coming out of that, and that's Willard Candy. And now the Resource Auction pickup truck, Dennis Politsky, auctioneer, making its way by. We've only seen one class reunion flow so far. That's unusual. By now we've usually seen 2 or 3. And now a self-propelled platform coming by. Something else I haven't seen before. Old military vehicles being represented. Thank you. right, got a visit from a friend and just a quick hello. Military vehicles, an old Jeep, I mean a really old Jeep. So they've got a tank that says do not fill beyond this line, but it's a solid tank, so I don't know, how do you know if you're filled it beyond that line? You can't see what's in there. More horses. Again, just lovely animals. So the parade moving right along, and wow, lots of stuff getting tossed out. I'm not even sure what a lot of that stuff is. A little bit more than candy going out this year. And the horse is able to continue on their way. Well, somebody's shooting basketballs into this, what looks like this grain bin here. Again, I don't know who is represented here, but the problem with this basketball shooting trailer is only people on one side of the parade route can shoot, so I can't really make out what it is. Now the Bethel Baptist Church float coming by. The float all adorned in American flags. The city of Park River welcomes you to town for the Independence Day celebration. They invite you to stick around and enjoy all the festivities. Have a safe Independence Day from the city of Park River. Going on after the parade today, the 20th annual Valley Cruisers Show and Shine right here in front of City Hall. Sons of the American Legion burger feed going on at the Park River American Legion until they run out of food. And the petting zoo at the Little Park, sponsored by Wild Magnolias and Gem Super Value. First United Bank coming by. Rather attractive float. Lots of bubble gum going out to the people along the parade route in. And now a very odd looking person on a bicycle. Polar Communications sponsoring today's parade. Looking for a better connection at home with Polar Wi-Fi? You'll get fast, reliable coverage in every room of your home. When you sign up, get 3 months free. Polar, a better experience starts here. Rather tropical themed float. Coming by, I guess we'd all like to be in the tropics a little better. An old World War I ambulance. I mean, that goes way back. And the tropical float belongs to the Klingman family reunion. I was wondering, they put that sign in the back, so I couldn't see it until they went by. And now the World War I ambulance making its way out, complete with bodies in the back. And they look like mannequins, yeah. Lutheran Sunset Home making its appearance from Grafton. Eileen Vonner is celebrating 50 years has a CNA. And some more horses, just a couple this time. A pair on horseback. One in a beautiful paint. Always love to see horses on the parade road. And of course, what would a parade be without the Shriners? They're tooling around in their little go-karts and old-style Model Ts. Two jet black Model Ts coming by. And the mini Model Ts flying, all the Model Ts are flying American and Canadian flags. Trying to keep track of what the weather's looking like as I'm starting to see some clouds rolling in from the west now. Nothing serious. But as the day goes forward, they are talking about thunderstorms beginning at about 7 o'clock, running through till about sunset, and then hit or miss rain until about midnight. So hopefully the fireworks are not in jeopardy tonight. As I mentioned, plenty of things to stay for here in Park River after the parade wraps up. And the Hugo's Family Marketplace van making its way along the parade route and more fire equipment following them. And they're throwing out freeze pops too. And again, those freeze pops aren't going to stay frozen for long. We're at about 83 degrees right now, and that's in the shade. I'm trying to see if that is the Minto Fire Department. It may be. It could be Grafton as well. Once again, for a while there, I thought the turnout was going to be a little bit light. We got to be about 10:15, 10:30, and it didn't seem like there were a lot of folks here, but as I mentioned, we had a lot of late arrivals. People bouncing in at about 10:40, 10:45, and just started planning camping spots. And especially at this end, the front end of the parade route, we had a number of folks pulled in late. And a couple of the Hugo's cashiers out here tossing candy around, and I know those two young ladies because I talked to them last night at Hugo's, so it's kind of fun seeing them out here. And it is indeed the Grafton Volunteer Fire Department pulling in right behind Hugo's. Gotta get those freeze pops, girls, before they melt. There you go. So we got the hose truck for Grafton Engine 114 coming by, and followed by the Grafton pickup. Hugo's van came to a stop for some reason. Not really sure why, but and now another classic car coming by. That looks like another Bel Air. Teal and white the white hardtop. Some lucky young lady gets a freeze pop. So our second Bel Air of the afternoon or of the morning coming by. And wow, people starting to pack up already. Looks like the Aggie baseball team, the Region 4 champs, getting set to come by. Got a group from J.E. Electric. I'm not even sure where they're from. It doesn't say. They passed me on the way into the parade this morning. I got here at about 9 o'clock. Yeah, I imagine they're from Park River, judging by the phone number, but I'm not sure. Another old pickup. Looks like an old Silverado. That one's going back a few years. And a Camaro from Swartz Plumbing and HVAC rolling by. Nice looking car. I used to have something like that back in the 80s. The early 80s. 66 Chevy Impala, jet black, rolling by. There you go. Oh, yeah. Aggie's baseball team, you can always tell because they're the ones with the water balloons and the hoses. And I guarantee you, I've got to get my hands up and be ready because they're coming at me. I guarantee you, Reeves Jorgensen is going to throw a water balloon at me. I guarantee it. Oh, man. These guys are not throwing breaking balls either. They are throwing fastballs into this crowd. Oh, they're lobbing it out there. Now a shot went back at the float. One of the balloons didn't break. Ford champs, Park River area Aggies, Park River Ford Vilancan Aggies actually. And of course you'll be hearing from the Park River Pirates Legion baseball team later on in the week. Managers Nora Wareham and Lily Skibitsky up there as well. See Tucker Rundall up there. Now a big Air Max Terragator coming right behind the baseball players. And now Minto's Humvee coming by, the Minto Fire Protection District coming on by with their bright red Humvee. Nice looking vehicle. And now we have a class reunion float coming by. Class of 2015. I'll tell you what, we got some folks pulling out a little bit early. I'm kind of surprised. We've got a little ways to go in this shindig. And the sign on the float says we gave teachers hell and we're still doing well. I like that. The class of 2015. got an old-style Ford pickup coming by. Royal blue and white. Trying to make out the name. It's a Ranger, an F-150 Ranger, old style. Talking early 60s. And now another class reunion flow coming through. We've got a couple more of those to come. This one is the class of 1995. This is a semi-reunion year for me. It'll be my 45th. I'm not even sure when they're having it, to be honest, but... The class of 95, they've got water balloons and super soakers. These people are armed and dangerous. They've also got bags of popcorn they're firing out as well. You never can be too careful. Oh, baby, look out. This is another reason why I came in here. Oh, we got a purple piece of taffy coming over. The class reunion groups are always fun. They always come out and have a really great time. And we got our... Now they got the cheer working. Somebody's aiming the super soakers at me, but I'm out of range. I did this for a reason. I came back here for the shade and to stay out of range. I have been hit by water balloons in the past. Will Zimmerman got me a really good one year from the baseball float. So I know. Believe me, I know. Looks like they're pushing one of the pickup trucks to the side of the route. We've had some of these older vehicles break down on the parade routes before. It is the F-150 that's down here on the side of the route. I think they're just going to go past them. And now we've got the Black Sierra ATV4 from Mist to Spot Auto Detailing. That's what it is. Mist to Spot Auto Detailing. And now the class of 2005. Represented. They look a bit more subdued than the class of 95 was, however. They're just kind of sitting there, taking it all in. Well, I'm glad he waited till he got down there to do that. So the class of 2005 driving by. We've got Kilmer Excavating represented. I think that's Mike driving. Mike, is that you driving? Frisbee's coming out of the car, out of the truck, out of the Denali. Sierra Denali. Yeah. Yeah, that's Mike driving. Kilmer Excavating represented. Eagle Ridge Motorcycle Club out of Fordville. They've got a lot of dirt bikes on the trailer as they come by. Ocala Hill Climb is tomorrow, and the Fordville Hill Climb is Sunday. That's what they wanted to let you know. So a busy weekend of mountain biking in the area, Walhalla tomorrow and Fordville on Sunday. The Hooper Rural Fire Department represented. We got the small hose pickup truck with him as well. It's an old GMC 3500. Tatertown, USA, it says on the side, the Hooper Fire Department. And they brought a lot with them. Got a ladder truck here as well. 4 vehicles from Hooper. Yep, revving up that siren just in time. And the Hooper ambulance coming by as well. So Hooper well represented this afternoon, and it is getting into afternoon now. Coming up on 12 noon, we're tuned to coverage of the Independence Day Parade from Park River on 1340 KXPO AM, 93.9 KXPO FM, the My North Valley app, and on Aggie Vision. I believe we're also on Aggie Vision today. More candy flying out. And the class of 1965 represented. So we've had 2015, 2005, actually 2005, 2015, 2005, 1995, 1965, and 1960 have all been here. I don't think I forgot anybody. Somebody's actually playing an accordion up on that float. So the 60th class reunion for the class of 1965. And they are pretty well represented. And still we've got a ways to go. More fire equipment coming in as well. Not sure what community is represented there, but we'll find out in a minute. Got a float coming by for Wendy's Events. Party decorating for all kinds of events. Beautiful float though, red, white, and blue balloons. Gold trim. Couple of large trucks coming by. Kelikowski Trucking. They're out of Forest River. I think I see a snowplow truck down there. I don't think we really need those kind of reminders. Hall's Trucking coming by now. is out of Kupel. Another bright green John Deere. The Adams Fire Department, right behind the bright green John Deere. Yep, still bright sunshine here along the parade route, but clouds are coming in from the west. They're just kind of crawling in, but again, no threat of rain until later tonight. The Edinburgh Fire Department represented, right in behind Adams. And the North Dakota Department of Transportation has sent a snowplow. I don't know that anybody wants to be reminded of that today, but it does make for an interesting new addition. I've never seen NDOT send a snowplow up here before. It's the first time. We've still got a ways to go. It's a big parade this year. We're already over. Well, we're at about an hour now. This parade actually kicked off at about 10 minutes after 11. But again, this is always a spectacle, and a lot of people show up to see it, although I am seeing some folks starting to head out now. I had a big group in front of me, and they just packed up. Olson Custom Curbing represented. They do curbing and landscaping. And another sizable float coming by with a big balloon figure of Uncle Sam in the back of the pickup bed. Citizens State Bank of Lincoln, one of the sponsors for today's parade. And right behind them, a beautiful lime green old style pickup. Wow, that's going back a ways. We're talking early 50s or late 40s. Yep, 1946 Dodge, driven by Dennis Lemke. Beautiful truck though. Lime green paint job, wooden railings on the bed. And a towing vehicle coming by. One of the sponsors for today's parade, Polar Communications. Making their way past in their Chevy Traverse. Marvin Windows and Doors making the trip from Grafton. Coming by in a pretty attractive float with their logo on the back. And still more fun vehicles coming up. It's like a big bin coming in, being towed. Somebody else getting super soaked on the front end of the parade road here. And again, coming up after the parade, the 20th annual Valley Cruisers Show and Shine right here in front of City Hall. The Sons of the American Legion holding a burger feed at the Park River American Legion until the food is gone. I hope I can get there in time. There'll be a petting zoo at the Little Park sponsored by Wild Magnolias and Jim's Super Value. From 1 to 3, they'll have free inflatable games at the Village Green, sponsored by the American Legion Post 147 and the PR Community Club, Park River Community Club, that is. And from 1 to 4, Balloon Twister Jeffrey Saunderson in Mayoral Park, and that's sponsored by the First Care Health Center and Leon's Building Center. And the Forks Karting Association with a couple of small go-karts coming by out of Grand Forks. And I guess they are raffling some of those carts. No, actually, no. The raffle is for prize money, not for the carts. Okay, got it. And another class reunion. This one, the class of 1975, making their way up. Meanwhile, we have super soakers being fired into the crowd. Actually, that's a live garden hose there. Pretty large tank of water, and it's still half full. And again, thankfully, I'm out of range. Happy 50th reunion to the class of 1975 as they come by all adorned in yellow t-shirts with 75 on the back. Oh, and they've got super soakers too. Everybody watch out. I don't know, everybody's armed today. Basic Volunteer Fire Department representative. And it looks like we have another old-style car sliding off to the side of the parade route. Not sure why. Another old 1940s vehicle and kind of a deep cherry red. And we got a red Camaro, and a youngster just walked right up to the person and exchanged his candy. I guess he didn't like what he got. And I'm not sure who this Camaro is, or they have no signs on their vehicle at all. They're just driving up the parade route. Far North Graphics coming by. Riverside Memorial in Park River in their very long golf cart. Foam. Hupo foam insulation, of course. And then from the Cavalier area, we have the pickup truck and the float for the missile site tours. And they've been in business for a while now. That's a fascinating tour as well. Takes you back in history a ways. Oh no, we're a long way from being done. There are still folks coming around the corner down there at the front of the parade route, so we've got a ways to go. someone in the passenger seat and wearing a mask, and I'm not sure who the mask is supposed to be of. I can't really tell. Okay. Samson Electric pickup truck and float coming by. They're actually following another classic vehicle. A lot of these were in burgundy or in red this year. And I'm not an expert on vehicle models. Not old ones anyway. I mean, I'm good on the obvious ones, but some of them I'm just not very good at. As I mentioned, Samson Electric coming by. Trans Systems making their yearly appearance here at the parade. A bit of a gap here opens up. I think people are wondering what that classic car is going to do. I have a feeling he's parked there just to get ready for the show and shine. After the parade wraps up, we're getting toward the end of the festivities now. That looks like almost like a Pontiac Miata. Again, we're waiting. That is a Pontiac Miata. I haven't seen one of those in years. Jet black Dodge Charger. And again, I really have no idea who's operating these vehicles or who they represent. There are no signs on the vehicles at all. It's like they kind of just slipped into the parade and started waving. Some oddities in the parade this year. Now we have the Moore Auctions pickup truck driving by. You know, I have a feeling this parade would have been a half an hour longer if this was an election year. Fortunately, however, it is not. Interstate Towing and Recovering, their big tow truck coming by. And actually, they have two of them. pickup coming by, and again, not marked with any signs or anything. Those are the interstate towing trucks. They're barking away. There are still people coming around the corner. It's amazing. Buick Skylark coming by. It's not a metallic green Buick Skylark, however, so we don't have to worry about calling my cousin Vinny. Now an old-style Ford. I think that's a Model A, actually, in hunter green coming by. Well, eventually he'll be coming by. Vehicles are just stopping right in the middle of the road. I have no idea why. He was rolling up at a pretty good pace and then came to a dead stop. And a Ford Bronco, red, white, and blue, very American flaggish. A 1979 Lincoln Continental in powder blue. Black pickup for Riddle's Jewelry out of Grand Forks. A lot of Grand Forkers making their way up to the parade. And they're playing Runaround Sue in that pickup. Hankey Farm Truck rolling by. I think we are getting toward the tail end of things now. We've got another, what looks like another Chevy Traverse coming up, but it says Happy 4th on it, and that's it. Don't know who's driving it, or... Another EMS vehicle. And that's Valley Ambulance and Rescue represented. And we are indeed getting ready to wrap up our Independence Day parade. We've got the folks packing it up right in front of us now, and we're coming down to the last few vehicles. And again, we want to thank our sponsors, if I'm allowed to. Thank our sponsors, First United Bank and Insurance, Jim Super Value here in Park River, Yale Medicine Center, Park River and Drayton, Leon's Building Center here in Park River, Citizen State Bank of Lankin, the city of Park River, and Polar Communications in Park River for helping us bring you coverage of this Independence Day Parade from Park River on another beautiful day. As we got a horse and buggy coming by, just about wrapping things up. And another little Pontiac Miata. I haven't seen a Miata in like 15 years, and I've seen two of them in this parade. So that wraps up our coverage, and don't forget, on Monday we'll be in Langdon for Legion Baseball, Grafton Spoilers, and the Langdon Red Sox, 5 o'clock first pitch in Langdon. That will be on Monday. In the meantime, as the Valley Cruisers get set to come out and do their show, I want to thank you for joining us for the Independence Day Parade. I'm Sean Ford for KXPO and Expo FM, wishing you a very happy and safe Independence Day weekend. We'll talk to you Monday from Langdon, right here on Expo Radio and Expo FM. We'll return to our regular programming after we hear from Brian James. Have a happy and safe Independence Day.
You've been listening to coverage of the 4th of July Grand Parade from Park River on KXPO, 1340 AM and 93.9 FM. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by Citizen State Bank of Lankin, Polar